Oh, boy.
And we are live. Sorry we're a little bit late, but Tim was just bending in my ear about stuff offline. But we was talking about boots and stuff like that. Only joking.
Yeah.
Welcome to Hammer the Point, your Tuesday night show in America, but Wednesday morning show in the UK. With myself, we've got the amazing, the wonderful, he's been missing for ages, Tim. How you doing, Tim? What are you happening? Where you been?
Doing good. I've just been, traveling. No. Well, I traveled to one place. I got to see. Look, it was the last game of the season. I had to put another pin on the map of supporters groups that I visited because I was doing a good job of. I've been to Philly, been to DC, been to Dallas, been to Tampa, been to Boston. Tried starting another group up here, up in New Hampshire, but. The biggest one I haven't gone to yet in driving distance, which was about 11 hours drive, was Columbus. And they have Father Jack, dude, an animatronic Father Jack that actually works and says you can program it to say whatever you want. But they usually have him drink, and or goal or something like that. But anyway, it was cool because the place was fantastic, and I got to meet some cool people. I got to meet Chris Ristic, who does our post-match show. In person. He's a lot taller than I thought. Everybody's fucking taller than I think. I always expect everybody to be midgets, but no, everybody's freaking super tall, which is, like just as long as they're not taller than me, I'm happy. But and Kevin Grimm was a great host. He runs the Columbus E13 and does the podcast, which he posts the video of his podcast on our network on Wednesday nights. So it was cool to meet him in person. But anyway, that's where I've been. Other than that, I've been doing the watch-alongs, some of them. With the exception of this last weekend, I've been doing the watch-alongs. I haven't been doing the Monday night show, but I'm doing the watch-alongs. But how you guys been?
Well, I've been fantastic. And of course, with us, I agree with Ray with everything. I just see that. Brilliant. And of course, it is Charlie below my Luke Skywalker to my Darth Vader. That's why I've got the red tonight.
Oh.
How are you doing?
I just thought I'd agree with the lovely sentiment that you definitely put as your name, and I didn't change about 5 minutes ago because I've been figuring out how to change other people's names in StreamYard. So don't worry about it. I just agree with the sentiments you're saying today, Ray, and definitely wasn't me who changed it. Hello, everyone. Nice to see you all. Hello, Tim. How are you, my friend? You all right?
Oh, I'm doing great. Doing great now that I'm with you.
Stop it. Stop it. Buy me some roses first. But yeah, I'm fine. Thank you. I'm fine.
God, used to get a room. Stop flirting.
Stop flirting.
Oh, well, there we go. Hello to everyone in the chat. Let's say hello to Rebecca. Lovely haircut, I might say, Rebecca. Wally's in the chat. Hope your stocks are doing well, Wally. Kevin, Kira, how you doing, all guys? Nice to see you in the chat. We've got like 13, 14 people in there.
So hold on real quick, Kevin. You could change me too? That's weird. Anyway, Kevin lives like right down the street from me pretty much. And he was actually one of my soccer players at my first soccer club I ran. He's a Chelsea supporter. He's a prick. He comes in here all the time saying, Chelsea rules and fucking West Ham drools type of shit. But no, we actually stayed up, dick fuck, if you actually paid attention to the last, few matches of the season. We are still in the first division. Anyway, sorry.
There we go. Why are you laughing, Charlie? Stop laughing. Before we get on to tonight's subject, which is all going to be about Declan Rice and all about what's going on, and hopefully he's staying, fingers crossed. Let's get your end of season review. So, Tim, how was your end of season? What did you think of the season?
I'm glad that we started to perform, but I wasn't impressed with who we were performing against, with the exception of Chelsea. Just like the first half, or not first half, but before the pandemic hit or whatever, one of our best matches was against Chelsea. Okay, but other than that, we didn't really beat anybody massive. We beat Norwich twice. Wow. Watford. Woohoo. That was a tough game. But anyway, no, overall, I was happy, and I'm really disappointed that Ogbonna didn't get Hammer of the Year. But
did you vote? Did you vote?
I said no.
I didn't know the voting was going on, man. But anyway, doesn't matter. What, you think that one vote was going to count? Come on.
I'm busy driving around and seeing people. Oh, I didn't know.
Anyway, listen. Look. My main concern is just that we needed to get rid of Pellegrini, so I was happy about that overall. Okay, and secondly, I am disappointed that we stayed up for the fact that now we're never going to hear the end of, okay, Moyes kept us up twice, even though he really didn't do the greatest job other than his 2 signings, which I can't fault him for that. So I'm slowly starting to warm up to the fact that we've got David Moyes as our manager till the end of December or whatever. But because Souček and Bowen, for me, I mean, that was the best thing that happened to us all season.
Charlie, what is your view? What did you think of the season? I love your name, by the way.
Thank you. It's accurate. It's accurate, I feel like I've started something I probably shouldn't have here, but at the same time, it's so far so correct. You know what I mean? It was like a bowl of noodles with no egg. Do you know what I mean? It was just meh. Just not there. It just wasn't good. Like, we started out with all the intentions, and then we go to the cupboard. There's no eggs, and it's just a bad time. It was poor. It started poor. Well, it started well. I wasn't super. I was happy with some of the transfers we made. I was happy with. Oh, let me put it this way. I was happy with some of the people we got in, but I wasn't super happy with what ended up occurring. But we started well, and then it just went badly from there. I don't know. It was a shit show. It was a shit show.
Yeah, I agree with you both. Like, the beginning of the season, it started up all hopeful, and then we met Oxford in the cup, and it just all went Pete Tong from there. Hi Lee, how you doing? And I just thought the middle part of the season was so dead. I don't know what happened with Pellegrini, and I saw in the news today that the defence weren't happy with him because he was making things too complicated, where Moyes come back and just made it more simple and more easier. So, what do we plan for next season? Do we think it's going to be a good season? Tim, what do you reckon?
All signs point to that. We had momentum, with the exception of the last game. We were picking up some the players were learning each other. It looked like it. It looked like they were feeling comfortable with each other. They needed the shitty teams to play against so that they could get their confidence back, I guess. It all depends on who leaves, really. I don't want Yarmolenko to leave. I don't know what the hell that's all about, but I heard that between him, Anderson, Wilshere, and a few other nitwits are on the the out list. But Yarmolenko, I hope we keep him. I mean, he's proven that since the restart as well, that he's still extremely useful. I understand that he gets paid a lot of money, but he's useful. Just use him the right way. But I don't know. I'm hopeful that we can, do some damage. But here's the thing. Like you said, Ray, I mean, before the start of this season, I was super ambitious, and I thought we were going to friggin', go to the Champions League. I'm afraid to do that again. I'm kind of expecting the worst, I guess, so that it can only be better. Back to the always pessimistic Tim.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I can only see exciting things for West Ham if we to keep our attacking players and make investments on the back and the defense side of things. And it worries me that we are being linked to all these attacking players and attacking minded. Let's keep Yarmolenko. He gives us a different dimension. He gives us different options, and keep Anderson, because again, Anderson's a Brazilian. He might start getting pushed. He might start getting challenged by people who would love to learn. Dear Garner to learn off. Tim, what is going on?
This is out of control, man.
We're gonna have to cut Charlie and not let him have access to this again. But Anderson teaching Dean Garner some tricks and skills that he's got. We would love to see that because Dean Garner has got some amazing tricks and skills himself, and he can learn off a Brazilian as well. That's what I think.
Are we selling him now? Like 20 mil to West Brom or something like that?
That's what they're saying, but I can't. I want him to stay. I would just like us to invest in the defense side of things.
Yes.
I don't really think we need to invest too much in attacking. You know, we've got we've got Antonio. We even got Big George. He's coming back from loan, so we can use him.
Give him a chance. Now he's back. Give him a chance. Come on.
Charlie, tell us about your hopefulness for next season. Do you reckon we're going to do any business?
No. I haven't. Honestly, I don't really have any. I think we're going to be. The thing is I actually like a lot of the players in our squad, but I don't think we have. How do I word this politically? At a time when I'm not allowed to criticize David Moyes, I don't think we have the right personnel in the right places to really get the best out of them. I think when you look at the list that Tim you've just alluded to, when you look at the list of people who could potentially be going out of the door, it's all of the players who are meant to be taking us to the next level. And then they're getting rid of all of them, and we're keeping the ones who are the ones who are meant to be replaced. And it's like you could look at that two ways. You look at it as that means our transfers have been horrendous, which I don't think many people would argue that they've been very good or anything like that. But also B, it means that we're looking at the wrong thing. It's kind of infuriating. That one wasn't even me. It's kind of infuriating to see us have that problem, to see us being getting rid of all these people. And so ultimately, like I said this year, I was sort of speaking to you, Ray, when we spoke about it, but like I've always said if we stayed up this season, we would be one of the favourites to go down next. And I believe that as well. I look at the stats of Moyes' time since the restart. I look at the stats of Moyes' time since he came here, and they just don't say very good things. So I'm quite concerned, if I'm being honest. And then rolling up with zero budget, we need to sell people to sign the people we've already signed. It's like, okay, sure. I don't really have many hopes, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I kind of hope Moyes do his business, and I hope he stays here. I've got a feeling that by Christmas we'd be looking for a new manager. I'm really worried about that. Mm-hmm. But what do you reckon, Tim? Do you reckon he's going to last whole season?
No. But again, hopefully, I'm wrong, and we do fantastic the first half, and by Christmas, and continue on with him. I mean, I guess we all want him to stick around because that means we're doing well, right? But no, like we haven't been linked with I don't know, more than one central defender, which I think is probably our biggest priority. I mean, yeah, we need some, fullbacks, but I think we need a center back, dude. Watching Diop since the restart, even before then, I've been saying this for a long time. All the mistakes are coming from him. I mean, he's making silly, stupid mistakes, and that's shit that he shouldn't be doing. I know, and you can't play the whole him being young card because those are the same people that are saying no, he's our future, and but yet he deserves to be starting. He's one of our best players. Which is bullshit to me. I think he's probably one of the idiots. I mean, I think he's probably as useful as Anderson. I think they both, and Lanzini. I think he needs to jump on that list, which I think Fo was mentioning somewhere in here that Sean Whetstone said that the club are actively prioritizing the sale of Lanzini and Anderson in the summer. I think you should add Diop that list. Get him the fuck out of here. I don't know. But anyway, because we get some money for him. We can get more money for him than Anderson. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't. Never.
Anderson's Brazilian and runs quite fast. My man's going for more money.
No, we're not going to get half what we paid for him, man. We're not going to get half.
Oh, listen, I don't think we should sell him at all. But that's a separate story for a separate time.
No, listen. Yeah. Okay. Out of the three, I would keep Anderson. Out of those three, Lanzini and Diop and Anderson, I would keep him. Lanzini's just get the fuck out. Yeah, we'll take our $4 million and move on.
Get in the bin, bro.
Yeah, but yeah. So what was the question again? I don't know. Was anyway? We'll be good. I mean, I think we'll be good because we have to be good. But you're right. Especially if we end up losing. What's his name? Declan Rice. If we end up losing him,
Hammer of the year.
Yeah. Well, listen. I mean, what's our track record with Hammers of the Year? You know what I mean? And over the last 10 years, how many of them are still with the club? or how many left is it?
Other
Scotty
people,
Parker?
maybe.
Scotty Parker?
Scott Parker was not 10 years ago, my friends. Actually,
11
no,
years ago.
That was 10 years ago, actually. Scratch that. It was definitely 10 years ago. In fact, it might have even been exactly 10 years ago. I'm shutting up.
Okay, but that's just one. But anyway, it's probably the only one. Well, Adrian, right? Didn't he win Hammer? No, he didn't win Hammer of the Year. He was runner up. Anyway, never mind. Fuck my points. My points are stupid. Move on.
Well, there we go.
I'm rusty, guys. It's been a while.
You know, it doesn't matter. We're all there. So let's move on to tonight's topic. And that is the Hammer of the Year. And I've done a PowerPoint presentation. Look at that.
Yes. Come on.
I did rush through it. So, Rice, baby, Hammer of the Year. How exciting is this? You know, was he, let me ask you two this question. Was he your Hammer of the Year? Charlie, was he your Hammer of the Year? Did you vote?
I didn't vote because I just don't care about anything. I just couldn't give a shit. I would, if I was to have voted, I would have voted for him. It would have been a straight shot between him and Ogbonna. And the only reason I would have gone for him over Ogbonna, although the fact I think actually Ogbonna's probably been a better player, is I think Rice has been more important. I think if you look at, like, say, what would our midfield look like without him? It would be an absolute. It'd be a shower of nonsense. It would be pure and utter stupidity without that boy. And to be honest with you, that's part of the reason I'm quite pessimistic going into next season, is I do think he's leaving, and I'm terrified of what that means for our midfield. Whereas I think you potentially could have replaced Ogbonna slightly easier. Not as well, because obviously he's been our best centre-back by a fair old distance. But that's why I chose him over Ogbonna. But to be honest with you, I didn't vote anyway, so who cares?
I can't believe I'm the only one that voted on this live stream tonight. And I did vote for Declan Rice. But Tim, was he your Hammer of the Year?
I'm not dissatisfied, obviously, that he's Hammer of the Year. I know that there's political reasons and everything else, and we want to keep him. And I think that the powers that be probably. I don't buy that the fans voted this, because that means the fans don't have a fucking half a brain in their head. But I don't know. I think that Ogbonna should have been Hammer of the Year, just for the fact that before the restart, I mean, he was our absolute best. I mean, he saved us a lot more than Declan Rice saved us. Declan Rice always does the little things right, like consistently, I guess you'd say. But our defense could have been that much worse without Ogbonna. I mean, absolutely that much worse. I felt like he was more important. We do have a decent amount of midfielders, in our squad that probably could have done a lot better than Roberto. Stepping in for Fabianski. But anyway, long story short, no. I didn't vote. I would have voted for Ogbonna, and I'm not upset though that Rice got Hammer of the Year.
Okay, cool. Well, today I woke up and I panicked because I was like, it's going to happen. It's happening. It's happening. On the news today, it was mentioned that Declan Rice requested to join Chelsea. Now, I know it's been debunked later on, but Tim, what did you think of that when you first read it this morning? Did you?
Yeah. So obviously, you read it first, and then you end up, debunking it. Obviously, so obviously, my first reaction was, I don't think anyone's going to offer. I mean, regardless, they're not going to offer what we want, so he's not going to go. I mean, listen, one of the reports that I saw, it was like from a week ago that, and I've also heard that they're going to offer like less cash, but also Ross Barkley and Batshuayi, who are two guys that we've been linked with, like even as early as last January, and Batshuayi, we've been linked with him forever. But anyway, I mean, that it wouldn't surprise me if they took that deal, except for the fact that the shysters at the top, they don't want to pay all that money in salary. So anyway, my reaction is he's not going to Chelsea. They can't afford him. I will say that everybody who, especially on Twitter and social media and everything else, that keeps saying, "Why no? There's no way he's going because they don't need a defensive midfielder." No fucking shit. He's not a defensive midfielder. He's a center back, and that's what they need. So he would actually go there and play center back. So I think it is possible that he could go to Chelsea, except for the fact that they just won't fork over the money for him. That ain't happening. So I'm not worried. Anyway.
So, you say about Chelsea not having the money, but, and I said this to Charlie the other day, but they've had a season when they haven't been able to spend any money. So they've got that season's money. They've got a youth system that's amazing and makes them loads of money each season, each year. They've got billionaire as an owner. Do you not think they have the money?
Okay, maybe it's not that they don't have the money. Maybe it's the fact that they're not going to spend the money on him. Bottom line, I don't see them forking over the money that we want for him. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. Okay.
They don't have the money. I'm sorry, not they don't have it. Yeah, they're not going to spend our valuation for him. They definitely will not. 100%. You can just fucking take that and bet on that shit. It ain't happening.
Okay, Charlie, what do you reckon? Did you wake up in a ball of sweat, or did you? For
I always do. I'm overweight. This is just what life is. Do you know what I mean? You wake up, if the duvet is even mildly over you, bro, it's sweat city, sweat town. Population, this guy. I agree with Tim. It's not in most normal seasons where financial fair play was fully enforced. I would look at the signings they've made so far, and I would think that they would not go for it. I think with financial fair play relaxed, they're obviously making some very, very big moves, but I agree with Tim that they won't spend the money necessary to make his move possible. They're spending it on every other position in the world. Having said that, I would be concerned how he would feel if there was a bid on the table, even if it wasn't high enough. I would be concerned how that would affect him next year if we didn't accept it. There are many, many times you see a player who, Zaha is a great example, right? Zaha has been very, very, very good for Palace for quite a while. He had his heart set on leaving last season. They didn't let him go, and he's had a terrible season. Maybe that's because he's overrated, but that's my opinion. But I just think it's a good example, right? I would be concerned if, because Chelsea would be his dream move, if we weren't to take what was on the table from them, even if it was quite a low figure, I would be concerned how that would affect his mentality going into the next season, how up for it would be. I suspect it would be quite bad. But I agree with him. I don't think they're going to have I don't think they would make available the funds in order to make the move for Declan Rice work, from our perspective at least. To be honest with you, I'm still more concerned about Man United than I am Chelsea. Definitely. They're obviously looking into big players. They're looking at Jadon Sancho a lot at the moment. They're looking at there's been some rumours for some other people who are in random positions up front, or at least on the wing. But I'm concerned. I'm concerned for Man United because Matic has come into this little bit of form, but form is temporary, and he has not been good for a long time. And if they're looking for a long-term heir for that replacement, they should be getting him now. They can't.
I think Declan Rice would be more upset that we accept the bid for Man United, and because he's not going to go there and start. Bottom line, I mean if we deny a low bid for a Chelsea move, that just shows that we value him that much more, and he should be happy with that. I mean, that should mean something, I guess. But you're right. We don't know. We don't know how he's going to react. But
potentially,
I see them.
But I mean, if someone's valuation of you, I guess this is a direct question to you, Tim. I guess then, because if I was in his position, I don't think it would matter what the club values me at, because if it's my dream move, and that's what I really want in my life, I get to go and play with my best mate, for the manager who I idolized as a kid, at the club I supported as a child. As Declan Rice, I can't believe Declan Rice doesn't already feel super valued at West Ham. Let's be real. He's just won Hammer of the Year. He's been getting captain's armband. Literally every fan on the entire platform of Twitter will not stop bloody talking about me. I can't imagine a situation in which he needs to feel more valued. Would you personally feel offended by that, or would you understand it?
I mean, well, listen. I mean, his best mate on West Ham is going to be sold pretty soon. So I would hope. And so yeah, I mean, he'd have to go to Chelsea. But no, I don't know, man. I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, listen, I really don't think it's his dream move. I don't. Just because his best mate's there. I mean, the fucking club rejected him as a kid. I mean, and as far as I knew, he was having a good time here. But I don't know. But whatever. And plus, he's hammer of the fucking year. You know, that means we're going to keep him for another fucking 100 years and move on.
Well, I must say, I did panic a little bit, and my bum cheeks were squeezing quite fair. But then, you know, I think if it's not this season, it's going to be next season. And if it's not season, it's definitely going to be the season after that. I think we've probably, at most, got one more season with that.
I don't think he's ever going to go to Chelsea. I think he's going to go to fucking United, or maybe City might even come in for him at some point in the next couple of years. But I don't think he's going to Chelsea ever.
Still gonna go. I don't know. I think if it was on the cards, they probably would go Chelsea. Personally, that's just my opinion. And I think if it's not that, as Tim said, Man United could come in, Man City could come in. He's got a lot of values. He's British. He's English. Don't say it to the Irish. He plays in two different roles that he's played for West Ham this season. Very well, very good. So, you know, that's what my opinion is. But lucky enough, I went onto my favourite website and found out that it was all fake. Thank you to Claret and Hugh for letting me know that it wasn't fake. They do some amazing journalism. I love it. And this is what it is, you know. Tim, what did you think? Did you read this on Claret and Hugh? Is this your?
I don't read Claret and Hugh. I don't know. I think it was. I just saw the fucking tweet from X. I guess someone posted it in a group chat or something like that. You're right. I saw that it was confirmed that it was denied. I mean, it was debunked or whatever. It was bullshit, and I think some. I can't remember who started the fucking rumor. I don't know if it was Sports Lens or whatever the fuck it was, but a bunch of bullshit. Go ahead. I don't want to discuss that shit.
Charlie, what do you think? Is Claret and Hugh your go-to place to read the best articles?
Listen, I gotta say, stop. I'm sorry. I do have to preface this. I do like Sean Whetstone. Okay, I've had him on the show once. I interviewed him. Nice guy, I guess. And I do like Nigel Khan. Hugh, on the other hand, I've not really had any communication with, so I can't say one way or the other. I'm just stating the fact that I do not read Claret and Hugh. Okay, that's my disclaimer. I have to say that. Okay, sorry, Charlie.
There's nothing wrong with that, Tim. Everyone reads their own websites, and then if if it's not you.
It's a great read. I'm on there all hours of the day.
Great articles.
Great, excellent articles. I missed this one, Ray. You'd have to explain to me what did the report say, Ray? Because I didn't read this one.
It's right there. It's
is it? Okay. Well, that suggests I can read, Ray. So I'd like you to read it out to me. Text to speak.
Basically, they were. I don't know how they do it. They managed to get information from the club to say that it's all fake, it's all lies, and nothing is going to be Martha and Chief. So, was you happy to read this, Charlie, or did you hear about it from other sources?
I didn't hear about it, Ray. But what I will say is this: I think. Again, Chelsea seem to be in charge of in the pursuit of a lot of players right now. They've just benched Kepa, for example. They're clearly in the lookout for another goalkeeper, be it Oblak, be it Onana, be it Henderson. There's a lot of people who are in that race. They're looking at Kai Havertz. They've got a lot of things going on, and so I think Declan Rice is probably quite low down their priority, which backs up what Tim was saying. And what I was saying to an extent, but let's give the credit to Tim because he said it first. And I'm just going to ride Tim's coattails all the way to the top. So yeah, I think it doesn't surprise me that it was not true. But I didn't read this article, no, Ray.
Okay, well, yeah. Maybe next time.
What's the site again?
It's called Claret and Hugh. Very good.
It's like .org or something, .com, .tv, whatever.
I honestly don't know.
.fos or
Yes. I can't. I won't say anything, Ray, because it's not my channel, so it's not my place to say.
No, I don't have nothing to say. You know, we're all friends.
What goes on the Patreon stays on the Patreon. Do you know what I mean?
Anyway, so yeah, it was good to hear. But while I was on Claret and Hugh, I also read something else, which is coming up now.
But wait, there's more. Okay,
there's more from Claret and Hugh. The journalism just carries on. It's good.
Shit.
Let me. It carries on, does it? I didn't know it started. Sorry, carry on. Carry on.
So, and this lit up my eyes, and I hope it's true, and I hope it's correct. But David,
where the fuck did you find this?
This is on Claret and Hugh as well.
Really? Okay.
I'll keep up with those. Apparently, he is going to focus on.
Sorry.
He is going to focus on defensive transfers. There's options on the left back, options on the right back. I think this is a good start. And if this is what David Moyes is looking at, thank you, Claret and Hugh, for letting us know. We will then be able to focus on everything else that we got. What do you think?
I think it's a good thing. I will say this. I'll say first, right? Because I've been quite outspoken amongst my friends and peer group. I haven't said it on Twitter yet because I don't think Twitter's ready for this one. They might bite my head off. But every time I see us linked to Eze and Benrahma, I get real frustrated. Not because they're not quality players, because I do think I actually like them both, especially Benrahma. I would pick Benrahma over Eze for context. But it frustrates the living daylights out of me. If we've got such a low budget, then we need to be prioritizing the defense. I was actually looking at our squad earlier today because I kept seeing people talking about Eze. It's because Eze is sort of the hot topic today. Everyone's been talking about him, and potentially getting him with a swap deal for Jordan Hugo or some other people. And there's a whole hubbub going around about him today. And I was looking into it. I did some research, Ray, because science is fun. So I did some research, right? I was looking at the squad, and it's just we've got so many attacking players. We've got so many players who play in the positions that Eze or, let's say, Benrahma, for sake of argument, play in right now at the club, that unless you've got rid of 2/3 of them, then they're still not going to be in contention for those places. Who are you dropping from that? Now, obviously, we've got this big list of people who we're supposedly happy to get rid of, which would include that many people. But where's the money coming from for someone like that? So for me, we've got to be looking at that defense. We've got to be looking for fullbacks. I mean, let me put it this way, right? Anderson, Lanzini, Yarmolenko, Antonio, Silva, Holland, Diangana, Snodgrass, Wilshere, Fornals. That's 10 off the top of my head. Fredericks, Johnson, Cresswell, Masuaku. Do you see why there's such a lopsided team here? Do you see why we concede so many goals? It's because we don't pay into our defense. We don't put that in. We have one big money.
But here's the thing. But don't forget fucking Balbuena, Diop, and Albana. That's it.
That's it. Yeah, Cardoso. Oh, Winston Reid.
Who? Yeah.
But this is what I mean. It's so insanely lopsided. So I understand people want to see attacking signings because they want to see us score more, and I fully appreciate that. I think we were the 9th highest scorers in the league maybe this year. I'd have to double check that. Maybe 9th or something, which isn't bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. But at the same time, bro, we're conceding like a mother lover, and I feel like we've got to. I really do. It sucks and it's a boring thing, but I would genuinely be happy if we spent all of our money this summer just really getting that defense sorted, really finally doing it. We've had problems at fullback since donkey's years. We've been saying it for years, and yet we never ever solve it. So I personally would be quite happy. I mean, if we let go of a huge amount of people in the attacking areas, obviously we're going to have to replace them. But without the money, I just can't. I personally, I don't want to see it. I want to see us buy the defenders and get that sorted.
What do you reckon, Tim?
Exactly what Charlie said.
Yes, come on.
I mean, ride his coattails for once. Yeah, that's it. Look, we need defense, bottom line. And you already said everything I was going to say, especially about all the players we have at the wing positions. But listen, this list though right here, I would take let's just buy half of them. Seriously, let's take Rico Henry and Anthony Robinson, and let's pick up Montiel and maybe Bogle, and then there you go. Let's not buy anything else for the summer. I'm sorry, yeah, whatever. I hate calling it summer window. It's not even summer's almost over. Anyway, yeah, let's do it. Let's just and maybe Sarr. There you go, and Lockyer. Yeah. But let's just buy from there. Boom, just fucking take 6. There you go. You don't even need a scouting fucking team for that, and we're good to go.
Yeah, I totally agree with you guys. Defense, and I keep hanging on about it. I've been doing it for ages now. Defense has got to be our priority. You know, we have got enough attacking players that we should be in Europe, but our defense is like not there. It's like, as Charlie said earlier, it's all lopsided, all on the attacking. Nothing.
It's been shit since this dude left.
Oh my god!
It's been utter shit since this dude left. And please, somebody tell me any different. Like it's been shit since he left. Our fucking rock.
I would say it was shit. It was shit before he left as well. But you know,
never.
It has been shit since.
To be honest, it was actually shit when Allardyce left. Well, actually, no, because there was the trickle down effect that Bilic got for a season, and then it went to shit once Bilic got his players in. So yeah,
it went downhill when we went to the Olympic Stadium.
So pretty much Allardyce, but yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. It all went downhill when we had our 10-point plan in the Olympic Stadium. That's where it all went, Pete Tong. You know? That's where it was. But hey, I think focus on defense, get there's some good players in there, you know? And I don't think they're going to be amazing. You know, Wigan are struggling for money. So Robinson there could be quite good. We are linked with
great.
Yeah, 11 million bid from Montiel from River Plate. I think that's how you say his name. So, you know, if we're looking for centre back, I play football manager all the time. So a couple of seasons ago was top boy. He was on the roll. Oh, what's that?
Someone. She's a motorcycle. Yeah, scared the shit out of me.
You're scared as hell. So that is my views. So with saying that, moving on, has the transfer...
Take it easy, man. Fucking shit.
He's got places to go, bro. Places people to see.
He's fucking doing a wheelie or something.
The boy racers in Timsland.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you think we should finish in top 10 next season? Charlie, I'm going to ask you. It's got to be top 10, isn't it? That's minimum.
Should or will?
Should,
yes. Should, yes. It should be. That should be the goal. I can't see it happening though. I just think it's too late. We've waited too long. We've flopped our chance. You know, you look at Leicester, look at Sheffield United, look at Wolves. These are all teams who have taken over us. You know, like Leicester. Gio said this on a show. It might have even been the one earlier. To be honest, I wasn't fully watching the show earlier, but it was all in the background, so I heard something. So if I'm repeating what he said, I apologise, everyone. But when Leicester won the league, we weren't super far behind them. Obviously, they had a couple of world-class players having world-class seasons, but we weren't super far behind them. And before that, the Wolves weren't in the division. Sheffield United weren't in the division. We were probably in and around the same area as Everton were. Like, we were almost top 4 that year. And now look at us. Like, I just can't. I think the top 10 is going to keep getting harder and harder to get into the longer we wait. And the nonsense of us having no money, which again shouldn't be true. Like, we have the money, even with the Eze thing earlier on. I think it might have been X or someone like that saying, oh, everyone really likes Eze and the funds have been made available to make Eze happen. I'm like, well, if the funds have been made available, then where are the funds in the first place, bro? How have we got 0 if all of a sudden the second there's a player, you go, oh, we can spend money now, guys? Like, what? This doesn't add up. This logic is absolute nonsense. Yeah, if they are determined to only spend £0, which we know who that is, it's the people, it's David Sullivan, it's David Gold, it's, you know, if that's their thing, the more we spend £0, the worse it's going to get. slowly but surely, we're just going to keep getting worse. Should we be finishing top 10? Yes, that has to be the aim. The aim has to be at least top 10, and it has to be decent cup runs. I don't believe, as the motorbike comes back, I don't believe.
I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Get away from here, man.
I don't believe that's happening. Oh yeah. Have you ordered something? Is it a Deliveroo? Is it Deliveroo, Tim? Is that what you're getting? Cheeky supper. Yeah, I just can't believe it's going to happen. Unfortunately.
Since you mentioned one of my favorite people on this planet, I decided I'm going to show a picture. This is it might make you jealous, Charlie, but
oh Jesus Christ! It doesn't make me jealous. I deal enough with him every day. I don't need it.
Well,
anyway,
since we're all showing pictures and videos on this channel,
please don't.
No one's seen this one, have they, Charlie?
This is what happens when you're friends with Ray. He wants to embarrass you live on American Hammers.
Oh, look at that! Oh. That's what I woke up to. I'm just Tim, you never sent me anything like that. I feel neglected here. But yeah, there we go. Well, that's my presentation all done. I'm dusted now. Guys, Tim, you've been away for ages. What else would you like to add to talk about? Anything you would like to discuss?
No. Other than just
there it is. Look at that, the boys. There we go. Thank you very much.
Who's that next to me?
Shut up.
That's recall Big George at that time. Yeah.
He's here now. Now it's give George a chance. Come on now.
I just listen. I reflecting back. It was our first full season with American Hammers TV. I know we started halfway through the season before, so the channel's evolved a lot, and I want to thank everybody for sticking with us in the chat room and watching all of our shows, and our regulars that keep coming back, like Charlie and Ray for hosting shows, and we got Rebecca in the chat room, and Wally's been popping in the more shows with me now, doing the the watch alongs and stuff like that, which is kind of fun during the restart shows. I don't think that's something we're going to do on the regular, but since just for the fact that people couldn't go to the matches, we felt it was going to be a fun little thing to do. Those watch alongs, and it was kind of fun. But we do have a show. We do have a new show coming up during the transfer window. So the post-match guys, Irish Tommy and Chris, they're going to be doing a show every Saturday night for new programming, and it's going to be just based off of the transfers and stuff like that, and should be good. And obviously, Hammer It Out should be coming back, I think, this Thursday. Also, oh shit, it's playoff time. If somebody decides to back out of the playoffs and gets too scared, then Charlie gets to step in, obviously. But he's definitely going to be in season 2. We're taking all of we're going to be taking a bunch of people at the front that didn't actually make the playoffs from season 1 of Hammer Shots and put them in season 2, which is going to be longer, and there's going to be different rounds and stuff. So it'll be very interesting. But as it stands, tomorrow night, we got Dom versus Tom Atherton. Dom versus Tom Atherton. And then the following Wednesday, we have Jazz versus John Nolan. And then the winner of both those matches face off in the final. And then once the new season comes back, we're going to have Friday Night Likes back. We're going to have Hammer Shots. We're also going to have a third game show popping in. So stay tuned with that. Excuse me. And if anybody wants to get involved, please let us know. We have plenty of space, open time slots, and everything else, especially for people in the UK. You can do shows a lot earlier than we can. So if you guys want to do shows on our channel, please feel free. And it's what it's all about, is giving everybody an opportunity. Because listen, there's no more joy that I have than watching Ray's show, or watching Hammer It Out, or watching, all these shows that I'm not on.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
get to sit back and
Curry Hour.
and just
Curry Hour.
watch it. Curry Hour, yeah. So I would love Curry Hour to come back. Dude, I told you that, and you said, would you tell me something about? Well, for $50 an episode, I think I could probably
premium. Ray pays up. Why don't you? Come on now.
My day rate is such and such. You got to reach out to my SAG, Screen Actors Guild. But anyway, yeah, tons of cool stuff to look forward to, and if you want to get involved, It's that simple. And I guess also when the season comes back, American Hammers Radio and the podcast will be back too. So I guess, Ray, there was some shit for me to say. I just totally forgot. But thanks for letting me do my spiel.
And also, don't forget, guys, go to the shop, buy loads of
merch.
We got some good stuff on there, don't we, Tim? What have we got on there?
Yeah, we got this parental warning and West Ham support shirt, which I wear out in public, and we got a whole bunch of shit with different logos and different supporters groups. If you want to add designs to our shop, we can split the proceeds with you. Or if you have a supporters group anywhere in the world, you want to get your logo in our shop, we'll do the selling for you. And all you have to do is just split the proceeds with us. It's that simple. So, but check it out, AmericanHammers.net.
I might, if you can, I'll send you that picture of Charlie, and we might be able to get it on a 3D one.
Yes.
The moving hours?
Yeah, one of those things if you turn it a certain way.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Let's do it.
Curry Hour. There we go.
Yeah.
Well, anything else for you, Charlie? Would you like to say goodnight?
I would like to say Peggy Mitchell. That's it. Thank you very much.
Okay. Right.
That's it.
Well, it's good night from him. Good night, Tim. Come on, you irons, guys. Good night.